Hello, all of you. Here we begin with the first class for bank reconciliation statement. A super practical concept. The way we are going to learn the bank reconciliation statement is how every business reconciles, whether weekly or 15 days or every 3 days, whatever may be the procedure. Yes. So this is a practical skill which you have to learn now as a concept, apply it in your articleship. Of course, when you qualify as a CA, you will be having juniors below you. Chalo, ye BRS aap dekh lena, ye aap kar lena. But then the analytical skill for which we are paid as the professionals, these are important chapters. All the three chapters: rectification, BRS, and inventory. Inventory is the only factor which is there in our hands to control the profit. When I come to that chapter, I will say yes. So how many of you are going to learn it in the conceptual way and in the practical way, and make sure in the weekend to your father, to your brother, to your mother, anyone who is doing business around you, how do you do the BRS? Show me practically and check. It is exactly the same. And there is an accounting standard 22. You will do it in advanced accounting for deferred taxation and all. Okay. So that is there, but the concept is similar to BRS. You are reconciling bank account in our books with the bank statement. Bank account as per bank books. Bank account, my bank account, as per the bank books, bank will give in the statement. Every weekend I'll get the statement. So bank is saying Dipti Chheda's account 80,000. But on Saturday, when I took my balance, there is 1 lakh. Why there is a difference? It's not that there is mistake. There could be timing difference. So today is the introduction class. I hope now you have got very comfortable in my way of teaching. The very first class, in 1.5 hour explanation, I may not do a single problem, or I may do one problem very slowly. But tomorrow's class, it will be 5 to 6 problems. And day after tomorrow, homework will start. Clear or not? And BRS, just scroll the pages of your notebook, the book which I have given. In the end, abhi to it is starting. So in exam, they already give you differences. That check did not deposited, ye wo. You know the reason why there's a difference in my balance and bank balance. It is given ready in exam in our books. But at the end, I have given you some questions wherein they will give you 2 documents. ये लो बैंक स्टेटमेंट, ये लो हमारे बुक का बैंक अकाउंट डिटेल्स. चलो आप बनाओ BRS. So now, ma'am, entries are only not there. I know add and less, but entries are not there. What to do then? I hope you are thinking out of the box. बड़ा सोचना है बाहर से. Calculations you all are smart with, and your calculator is there to support you. So think beyond that. Will you be able to do the BRS? Answer is yes. Let me tell you the first very important aspect of the BRS is not a part of the books of accounts. It's a continuous journey. As soon as I issue the check to Harshini, I am writing Harshini debit to bank. और मैंने तो बैंक अकाउंट क्रेडिट कर दिया. In my books, I credited bank, I debited Harshini. Harshini is keeping last 1 month that check in her purse. Okay, I'll deposit now. अभी तक deposit ही नहीं किया. So if you deposit in the bank, then it will go out of my account and it will be credited in your account. Are you getting? So the bank will show 1 lakh balance, but I have issued check to Harshini. So it will show 20,000 less. I hope you are getting. So there are only 2 reasons of the difference. Ma'am, in 11th, 12th, we have studied a big list. 20 items of difference, and you are saying only 2. I am saying broadly 1 reason of the difference is timings. I may record it, you may not record it. Sometimes you may record it, I may not. Like I give standing instructions to bank. every third pay my electricity bill. Every fifth pay my life insurance installment. So every fifth installment is going from my account. But when will I come to know, when I get the bank statement, oh, from bank they have paid LIC statement, in LIC ka policy ka chala gaya, installment. Chalo, I should pass the entry drawings because it's my personal policy, nothing to do with business. Drawings account debit to bank account. So I will pass later. Bank have passed first. Every 3 months, bank puts you SMS charges, locker rent, some checkbook issue charges. I will come to know when I receive the statement. So either I have recorded, you have not recorded, or you have recorded. This is first reason. Timing difference. Second reason is error. I gave check of 20,000 to Harshini. In my books, I wrote Harshini to bank 2,000. Only 2,000. Whereas I should have written 20,000. So obviously my account and bank account will not tally. So if it is my error, I will rectify in my books. If it is bank's error, I will just do. So, this is a continuous journey. Bank account in my books and my account in bank books, it is continuing. It will not be same. So, can some very specific day, be it every Friday or be it every 15 days or every month end, can I sit with a bank statement, with a bank account, and on a piece of paper, I will try to reconcile. Today's class is very important. Develop that patience of listening aram se. Next year, I will teach you cash flow statement, CA Inter MTP. Cash flow statement, the very first day, half of the problem is also not over. And in the second day, 4 problems in one class. Are you getting why there is a difference? You should know. Acha, ma'am, we understood there is a difference. Now what to do? On a piece of paper, can I reconcile that difference? Answer is yes. Okay. So this is all about introduction of bank reconciliation statement. There is some theory which is related to concept I will take today and start with the problem also. Some more theory, we can do it in the coming classes. All right. Chalo, shuru karte hain. Bank reconciliation statement. It's the very next chapter only after this. Chapter number 3. Yes, these all the chapters now, BRS and rectification and your inventory and all very important chapters. I hope all of you know practically how the passbook looks. Balance, then deposits and withdrawal and balance and how it looks and how we prepare that we should know. Right. So bank passbook is merely a copy of the customer's account in the bank. Passbook generally is given in the saving account. In the current account, what you get from the bank, regularly you call it as bank statement. Okay? Bank usually supplies the statements periodically or when the ledger page is completed, and if the duty of the customer to check it. So withdrawals, deposit, debit, credit, balance. This is on how it will appear in the bank. Okay. Now, one term you have to make your best friend from today, that is favorable and unfavorable balance. 1 second, there are some. What is favorable balance? In cash book, I'm using the word cash book, but it is cash book bank column. So cash book means in my book, in customer's book. Bank column, okay, debit side of the customer's cash book appears on the credit side of the bank. So in my book, if bank balance is debit, it is favorable. In my book, If bank balance is credit, means I have paid more than what I have deposited. I hope you are getting. Then it is called as overdraft or unfavorable. Look here. Bank account, 10 rupees, 15 rupees, some entries, and 20. So what is the closing balance? 5 rupees. Though I have written on credit side, this is which balance? This is which balance? Debit balance. Debit balance. So bank account, this is the debit balance. All right. And if this is the debit balance, what do I call it? Favorable. In bank account, my account will be on the reverse side. This 10 and 15 will be on the credit side 20 because bank has to pay me 5 rupees. I have to receive from bank. So in my books, bank account debit balance is favorable. In bank book, customer's account credit is favorable. Is this clear to all of you? Right. Now, in my books, say बैंक अकाउंट में 10 फिर 15 और यहाँ पे 30 you have withdrawn extra, so 5 rupees you have paid extra, closing balance is coming. Opening be debit side, closing be debit side. Is it possible? Yes. If you want, write these examples. They are logically very right. This is favorable balance. In my book, bank balance debit side, in bank book credit side. Lot of explanation I'll give now. Later on, it will become easy. Bank books. Opening also on debit, closing also here. So now this is a credit balance. Okay? So in this is called in my books overdraft balance or unfavorable balance. Unfavorable balance. Okay? Clear to all of you? Right. Now, bank reconciliation statement we have to prepare. This all theory we can check it later. So what are the causes of the agreement? One, I said timing difference. Yes. You have given me some check. Okay. And I didn't present it in the bank. But I've recorded in the books. But check bheja nahi bank mein because 3 days continuous the bank is holiday. In my book, I passed the entry, bank account debit to Radhe. Radhe gave me check. So bank to Radhe. But abhi tak check is not cleared in my bank account. Money is not deposited by Radhe because 3 days holiday is there. So it may be timing difference or error. Error in cash book or error in passbook. So frankly speaking, only these are the 3 reasons which will affect the trial BRS. Transactions that usually appear in the cash book, not in passbook. Check issued but not presented. I issued the check for Harshini and I credited my bank account 20,000. If she is not depositing in the bank, it will keep on showing difference. Check deposited but not collected by bank. I deposited the check bank to Radhe, but bank has not done the clearing. Either there is some mistake in the check or there are holidays or something. So in those days it will differ. Transactions that usually appear in the passbook, not in the cash book. Are there some transactions which bank will record first and I will record later? Bank charges and interest. Bank will put charges, interest, SMS, all. When I get the statement, I will also put. Bank mein to charge kar diya, I will also put. Bank charges debit to bank, being SMS charges paid for 3 months. So I will be doing it today. Bank has charged 10 days back only. So there is going to be a difference. Interest, direct payment with the standing instructions of the bank, direct payment by the bank. Acha, bank can give my LIC and all directly. That is one thing. And another is, Can one of my customer deposit directly in my account? For example, listen, you paid me fees, Rahul, for this CA Foundation coaching. And I said, Rahul, directly go to my bank account. On go to मतलब bank account जाने की जरूरत नहीं है. In through your mobile, you can transfer the fees directly to my bank account. So you have put the money. I checked my bank statement after 3 days. Okay. Rahul has paid the fees. Now I am doing bank account debit to tuition fees. After saying, I hope you are getting. So these are nice reasons. Bills receivable directly collected by bank. Dishonor. If a check is dishonored, bank will reverse the entry immediately with 250 rupees minimum dishonor charges. I will also have to reverse the check, no? I deposited the check bank to Radhe. Pata chala Radhe ke paas balance hi nahi hai. So again I have to pass the entry Radhe account debit to bank. Clear, discounted bill dishonored and so on. Various other reasons are there. Okay? Errors also. Just read this thoroughly at home today, and the more problems you practice, you can do. I'm going to teach you add less. I don't want to read all this right now. Okay? ये बाद में पढ़ेंगे. अच्छा ठीक है, चलो ये एग्जांपल्स कर लेते हैं कि ऐड कब करना है, लेस कब करना है. Okay, now listen all of you. As I start this discussion, I want to take first a pause. Last half an hour, whatever explanation I have given, is it clear to all of you, or you have any doubt in the BRS? पूछो. Any doubt? Last half an hour, whatever I am talking, is there any doubt any one of you is facing? No? Then listen. Very important is where you stand. You can never buttify कि मैम अगर चेक इशू है ना ऐड ही होता, चेक डिपॉजिट है ना लेस ही होता. No. Are you starting with bank balance as per my books, or you are starting with bank balance as per the passbook? Bank balance as per my book or bank balance as per the passbook? Clear to all of you? Chalo, let us see. The first reason, check issued but not presented. Just now I told you. When I issued the check, we will start with my book. Balance as per cash book means in our books, bank account balance is 50,000. I have issued a check of 5,000. When I issued the check, I credited bank. What is bank's balance right now? 50,000. And I've already credited. But now it is not presented for payment. I hope you are getting. I issued the check and I already credited bank. But check is not presented for payment till 31st March. So shall I reverse it? Bank account debit to Harshini. I did Harshini to bank 5,000 and I reduced my bank balance. But abhi tak check is not deposited in the bank. So can I reverse the entry? Bank to Harshini. What is bank balance? Debit. What you are doing more? Debit. So debit, debit, add. And whatever you are doing this debit and credit and add and less, this is all on a piece of paper. Bank reconciliation is not a part of the books of the accounts. It's like an analytical tool. Jaise, your two-wheeler runs on two wheels. That's why it's called two-wheeler. But do you have three-wheeler vehicle? Every time you have stepney, right or not? So you fill the air in the stepning also, but are you using it right now? No. So it's like separate. वैसे bank reconciliation, add less is only on the paper. Check deposited. When I deposited the check, say 5,000, what entry I must have passed? bank to customer, bank to Radhe. But amount is not added in my bank account. So can I reverse the entry? Radhe to bank. What am I doing to my bank account? Credit. What is the nature right now? Debit. So I want to credit. So what I should do? Less. Please don't बट्टीफाई, कभी यही ऐड होगा वो भी लेस होगा, ऐसे भी होता है, ठीक है. चलो, बैंक charges they have recorded, we have not recorded it. Bank debited 500 rupees charges, but we have not credited. So now you credit. Bank charges debit to bank. Are you feeling the importance of doing this immediately after rectification of errors? Half of it is journal entry in your mind. They have debited my account and credited their income. 500 rupees bank charges, Dipti ma'am. For me, bank charges expense. I didn't charge it, now I will charge to bank. बैंक को क्रेडिट कर दो, ठीक है. Interest allowed by bank. Okay, right. If bank is giving you some interest, so they are crediting the interest in your account. Please read this like word to word at home. That's what is homework for today. Due to interest allowed by the bank, bank as per the passbook will be higher. So bank is crediting interest. I should also credit, no? So I am passing the entry, bank account debit to bank interest, 500. Okay. So am I adding it to my bank account debit balance or 500? Yes, add. Direct payment. From your bank, direct 5,000 payment has gone to some party, insurance premium. So bank has directly debited. I should also credit. If I want to credit, original balance is debit and now you want to credit. So what you will do? Less. Direct collection on behalf of customer. Customer is directly putting the money in your bank account. So bank has credited, jama kar diye. We have to debit. So already this is debit. I have to debit more. Right? Dishonor of check deposited or discounted. When I deposited the check, what was the entry? Bank to party. So now if it is dishonored, what entry I have to pass? Party to bank. Check deposited, bank to party. Now party to bank. But bank account is credit. Credit you want to do. And this is debit. So what you will do? Less. Just understand as you read newspaper. Don't try to mug up. Ma'am, check issued, hamesha add. Check deposited, less. You analyze. It's already debit. More debit, add. It's already debit. Now credit, less. Simple. Errors in the cash book. Now cash book, bank column, all type of errors. Some entry is not recorded in the bank, recorded. Or if you have recorded wrong amount, corrected. If totaling is wrong. This part we have just completed in the BRS. And it's not I'm going to leave it. I will solve good number of problems with you all. And if there is an error in the passbook, passbook ने कोई गलती की है. Frankly, if it is a mistake of the passbook, that instead of Dipti Shah, they credited Dipti Chheda account. They did wrong. And so in their books, my balance is more. I am not going to change anything in my books. But in the BRS, can I also reverse it so that my and bank balance will tally? This part, keep it pending. With example, I will show you. Right. Okay, one example is there, you can check. Cash deposited 1589 was recorded as 1989 in the passbook. So passbook, they have put 9 rupees more in your account. So in our book also, can I add 9 rupees? Because they have added. When they reverse, I will also reverse. It's just on a piece of paper. Timing difference and error difference. Okay? Now, there are 3 methods of preparing the BRS. Yes, of course, in your syllabus also. You know what a coincidence? In rectification also, second method is important. Suspense wala, yahan pe bhi. First is prepare BRS without adjusted cash book. What is adjusted cash book? I'll tell you later. Or prepare the BRS with adjusted cash book. Or prepare BRS. This is like my favorite. Open problem. They'll give you cash book and they'll give you passbook in the exam. Chalo, aap hi check karo. Either debit, either credit. We deposited, bank credited, we deposited. Story is going. Arey, we deposited, bank didn't credit. This will come in the BRS. You will really enjoy. Just trust my words. You will really enjoy doing these problems. Okay. So are we ready to go with the bank reconciliation statement? All these examples you should check at home. What are the reasons of the difference? Over to the first problem right now for the bank reconciliation statement. And as I said, statement, bank reconciliation statement, evening costing mein I am teaching them memorandum reconciliation between cost and financial books. In accounts, we have cash flow statement. In income tax also, we have some statements. Yes, whenever they say statement, particulars, amount is the format. Statement is not a part of the books. And the main reason of the BRS is timing difference and error. Timing difference and error. Clear? Chalo. Heading लिखो आपके notebook में. Types of the problem we are doing. So let us start with the first problem. Let us read the very first problem we will start with. Without preparation of the adjusted cash book. Balance as per cash book is given, check issued, not deposited. I'll make you comfortable with this language also. Check issued, but not presented is I issued the check to someone, I credited, they didn't do. Check deposited in bank not cleared means I debited the bank when I deposited. It's not clear. Bank charges. These are like, when the more problems you practice, you will be like crystal clear. Okay, these are the reasons. That's why the balance was not tallying. Cash book is 240 and passbook is 286. Okay. An answer is also given. और क्या चाहिए आपको? Isn't it like super easy? Chalo. The very first problem we will do. 5 minutes problems are there. Okay, let us take up a new chapter. We are doing first kind of the problems. One second. या हेडिंग लिखो आपके नोटबुक में, मेथड 1 बैंक रिकंसिलिएशन स्टेटमेंट लिखो। मेथड 1 preparation of DRS without adjusted cash book. What is adjusted cash book? I have not taught you yet. Yes, right. The very first problem, bank reconciliation statement. Particulars, amount. चलो साथ में करते हैं, शुरू करते हैं। Balance as per cash book. Balance as per cash book is balance as per our books bank account. 2,40,000. Balance as per cash book means it's a normal debit balance as per our books bank account. Check issued but not presented. Are you all reading every bit with me? Check issued but not presented in the bank. So when I issued the check, see now it's whatever may be the reason of difference, others are not there, the bank is not there. We can't shout and say bank, this is your mistake, you do. Whatever we are doing, we have to do it on a piece of paper to reconcile. So balance as per cash book is 240. When I issued the check, I credited, but yet it is not deposited. So when I issued the check, I gave check to someone, bank को credit करके customer को debit किया, party को debit. Party has not deposited. So again, can I reverse bank debit? So it will come in add. Not clear, then ask me, I will repeat. Send me some message whether you are following or not following. Check issued but not presented. One way is you can do all add in the inner column and then write the total. If you're getting late in the exam, don't want to take risk of not completing on time, directly add it. When I issued the check, I credited. Now debit. Which is this balance? Debit. What you want to do? More debit. Add. Check deposited in the bank, but not yet cleared. When I deposited, it is debited. When I deposited the check, bank account debit to party, but it is not clear. So customer to bank. Now I want to credit the bank. What is the nature of bank? Debit. What am I doing? Credit. So just leave one line and write down check deposited but not cleared. When I deposited, I debited. Now credit. And basic nature is debit. So now if you want to credit, it will be less. Next. Bank charges amounted to 300. They have charged, we have not charged. So if I want to charge 300 bank charges, what's the journal entry in our minds? Bank charges debit to bank. My bank balance will reduce. Bank account credit. And what's the original nature? Debit. So credit करेंगे तो क्या होगा? Less होगा. Bank charges debit to bank. Write the journal entry. Is it easy or not? Tell me. Interest credited by bank amounted to 1250. Bank has credited interest, matlab bank has given you interest, but we didn't record it. So now we will also record. If bank has given the interest, what is journal entry in my book? Bank account debit to interest. Interest is income and bank balance will increase. What's the nature of bank? Debit. And more I want to debit. Interest received. How much is interest received? 1250. And then balance is given. So now do the total, do the less. Tell me. Put your answers in chat box. I'm waiting. Karo aap log. Add total is 377, 250. And less is 286, 950. Check your problem. Yes. Balance as per passbook is given. It tallies. Clap, clap, clap. Check karo. 2 minutes, I'll be back. Check karo, and any doubt is there, put me a reason. Yeah. Waiting for any messages. If you have any doubt, put it in the chat box. This is the base. BRS is very easy. Not that variety is required what we do in the rectification, but rectification is a super base for this. So very important is in every analysis, I'm doing revision for all of you. Pay attention, dear students. What is the bank balance? As per cash book, bank balance is debit. So if the bank charges, I want to credit, so less. When I deposited the check, debit. So now reverse, credit. So debit and credit less. When I issued the check, customer to bank, I credit. So now debit. Are you getting? Add and less. Bank account debit to interest receipt. They have recorded, I have not recorded. I will record. I have recorded, they have not recorded, I will reverse. They have recorded, I have not recorded, I will record. I have recorded, they have not recorded, reverse. Yes. And when I'm saying debit credit, I'm not passing any entries in the books. ठीक है ना? चलो. Similar to this exactly is the very next problem. Yeah, some very small problems we will take up now. Yeah. Second one. On 31st December, the bank passbook of Namrata showed a balance of 150 to her credit. Bank is credit. So in my books, it is debit. Bank is credit. So in my books, it is debit. I'll make you write all in boosters. Don't worry. While balance as per the cash book on the debit side is 112. On scrutiny of the two books, it was clear that she has issued a check of 80,000, out of which 32 were presented and cleared. Remaining are check issued but not presented. Check तो issue हो गए, अभी तक clear नहीं हुआ है. ठीक है? Check received 5,000 which was recorded in our books but forgot to deposit. We received the check. Bank to party we have done. But check drawer में ही रह गया. We didn't send it to the bank. So our bank is not crediting. We to debited. Reverse. A check of 22,000 deposited by her name, not yet cleared. Again we deposited 22,000. We debited. Bank didn't debit. So now credit. Gupta deposited and so on. I will read everything. But now important is which balance we can start. We can start with the cash book balance. But can I take you all in a different way? Suppose if they don't give this balance in the exam and if you have to start with the passbook, just for practice. Otherwise, preferably if they give both balance, you start with the cash book. But if cash book debit balance is not given, can we start with the passbook credit balance? Yes. So this problem, just for the practice, we will start with the cash book, bank book credit balance, favorable. My book debit balance. Okay? Sure. बैंक के हिसाब से शुरू करेंगे. ओवर टू प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2. प्रॉब्लम नंबर 2, बैंक रिकंसिलिएशन. Statement. It is always as on a particular day. It's not for the period. Bank reconciliation statement is as on a particular day. Yes, so as on or as at ही बनाते हैं. Start. Now, what I will write? Balance as per passbook. I can start with cash book, but suppose if it is missing and if they give balance as per passbook, credit. In my books, debit, I have to receive from bank 150. Bank is saying, okay, we have to give to Dipti Chheda 150. Credit. Okay? Now, first entry. She has issued the check of 80,000, out of which 32 were some add, leave 2-3 lines and some less. 32 were presented. So when I issued the check, what did I do? Credit. When I issued the check, credit. So now what we should do? Debit. I hope you all are getting what I'm saying. When I issued the check, credit. Yes. So now debit. And now we have to think from the passbook. Passbook में 32,000 checks तो clear हो गए. See, if the checks are cleared, when I issued the check, what do I do when I issue the check? What do I do to the bank? Credit. So what will bank do to me? Debit. But they have not done debit. So if they have to do debit, what they will do? Less. Check issued, not cleared. I'm purposely giving passbook. If anything is not clear, pay attention to the explanation I'm giving. Check issued, not cleared. 80,000 minus 32,000. 32 are तो cleared. आ भी गए पैसे आपके अकाउंट में. How much is the balance? Yes, good, good, very quick. Keep putting answers in the chat box. 48,000. आराम से देखो. When I issued the check, I credit bank. Bank should debit, but bank debited only 32. So if they debit more, 48, then my balance and bank balance will tally, no? So if they debit, their balance is credit. If they debit, less. Credit, credit, add, credit, debit, less. Next. Check received of 5,000, which is recorded in cash book, but we forgot to deposit in the bank. In our books, we have debited, but we didn't send it to the bank. So bank has not credited because the check has not gone to the bank. I just wrote bank account debit to Rahul. Rahul gave me a check. मैंने डाल दिया drawer में और वहां तो गया ही नहीं. So now I have debited bank. Let the bank credit me. If they credit, already it is credited. If I have added, they should also add. For them, add is like credit. Amount कितना होगा? 5,000. What we will write? Check recorded in cash book, not deposited. I have debited, bank has not credited. So if they credit, their balance will also increase. A check of 22,000 deposited by her, but it is not cleared. Same, 22,000 check I have debited, but abhi clear okay, they have not credited. If they credit, it will increase 22,000. What do we write? Check deposited, but not cleared. Check deposited but not cleared. Next, Mr. Gupta deposited 15,700 in our bank, which we have not recorded. 15,700 they have credited. I to didn't debit. So they should reverse. They have credited, credit and credit. They should debit. Who is doing all the adjustment right now? Passbook. Just on a piece of paper, not actually. Bank has credited amount received from Gupta into my account. 15,700. I didn't debit it. Right? So bank will now debit. What is the nature of bank balance? Credit. Now debit means less. क्या लिखो 15,700 को? Amount deposited in bank not recorded in cash book. हमने रिकॉर्ड नहीं किया अभी तक. Bank has credited an interest of 1,500. Yeah, bank has credited the interest, but I have not received any interest from. I have not recorded. Bank ने credit किया है. So credit they have done. So now what they should do? Debit. I hope you all are getting. Please put me a doubt if you have. Bank interest. They have credited interest. I have not debited. So they will debit. What is their balance? Credit. Now they want to debit. So less. Last. 250 rupees bank charges they have debited. For them it is income, no? So Dipti Chheda debit to bank charges. Their income. So they have debited my account. I didn't do anything. They will only credit. So already credit and now credit. See, I am explaining in a different way. Best way is to start with our books. We didn't record bank charges, record कर. ऐसे you can, but this is a nice way. चलो करो कितना आ रहा है total? 27,250 add. So 177,250 और less का total कितना है? 48, 15,700, 1500. One lakh 12,050. Balance as per cash book. चेक करो बैलेंस है या नहीं एज पर कैश बुक. As per our books, yeah, it is telling. Anyone in the class needs explanation second time? Put me a message. Are you all writing when I'm dictating? Because later on I think this is looking little hodgepodge. Check recorded in cash book, not deposited. Record to kiya, deposit nahi kiya. Check. Can we do the same problem reverse? 2 minute lagega. The analytic. This was passbook credited. Passbook should debit. Passbook debit. Now credit. Passbook, passbook, passbook. Because we started with passbook balance. Now you all see, dear students. Same problem option 2. Don't do both in exam. Just I am teaching for your understanding very quickly. Balance as per cash book. Not required for final exam, but this will enhance your skill. So I am doing. Balance as per my book. Now, when I issued the check, 80 minus 32, 48. When I issued, what did I do? Bank credit. Now what should I do? Debit, and it's already debit. So check issued, but not cleared. अभी तक क्लियर नहीं हुए हैं. 48,000. When I issued credit, now debit. So debit, debit, add. Check received 5,000, recorded in cash book, but when I received the check, bank में I debit, but अभी तक deposit नहीं किया, check is lying. So reverse. Check deposited. Check deposited. नहीं, अभी तक डिपॉजिट ही नहीं किया आपने बैंक में, रॉन्ग वर्डिंग. Check received, not deposited. When you received, you debited. Now you credit 5,000. Check of 22,000 deposited by her, not cleared. 22,000 deposited by her, not cleared. So when I deposited, I added. Now less. Check deposited, not cleared. This is check received, deposit ही नहीं किया, and this is deposited but not cleared. Gupta deposited an amount of 15,700 in bank, which has not been recorded by her in the cash book. Gupta has directly deposited money in my book, so I will also add bank account debit to Gupta. I have not recorded. If I am debiting now, it will increase my balance. Amount deposited in bank by Gupta. Don't sit idle कि हो गया मैम प्रॉब्लम, उसी को डिस्कस कर रहे हैं. For you all also, you should write this, and this problem should be there in your notebook. Next, bank has credited an interest of 1,500. They have credited interest मेरे account में. I should also record bank to bank interest. I will debit. Bank interest not recorded, now recorded. So if I record, it's my income. 250 rupees bank charges they have debited. I didn't charge. So bank charges, if I charge, my balance will reduce. Bank charges to bank. I hope you all are understanding. Karo. When you learn an inter final, when you go for articleship, your boss should ask you, किसने सिखाया accounts आपको? दीप्ति मैम ने. Then I will feel I have taught you good. Plus 1120. Are you all also doing the totals? $27,250 less. $1,50,000. Magic. There is no magic, it's logic. Our journey from 150 to 100. I'll not do every time double problem, but ये किया है तो कुछ reason है, आप सीख के जाओ. Balance as per pass book. Check balance as per cash book. Check not deposited, deposit. Check issued not cleared, reverse. Okay. Bank charges, credit. Bank interest, debit. So you do your book's routine. In the bank book, it is like this. You may be feeling I'm giving lot of explanation. I'm using my hands also. My book balance is debit. So if bank has charged the charges, credit. Debit, credit. So less. My book balance is debit. Bank has added interest. I didn't add. Add. One debit, more debit. So either do add less or debit credit or pass the journal entry in your mind. I don't know, you have observed, I give all the three ways so that whichever is comfortable, you can do it in exam and score superb marks. So before we close, take down one homework. Which problem you will do as homework? The fourth one. Okay, these third and fourth are overdraft. I will take it. एक तो अच्छा वाला प्रॉब्लम करके आओ. Base level. ठीक है, चलो. Anyhow, tomorrow is festival also, we are giving off. So no homework, revise the classwork and just study the first 5-6 pages of the classwork. What are the reasons and all. I will start the next class with if it is an overdraft balance in my book. Actually, if it is a debit balance or it is an overdraft balance, it doesn't make a difference. Overdraft hai to we'll write in negative, but then add and less will be exactly same. So if you wish, you can do the third question, but not mandatory, but revision is mandatory. Revise these three problems, revise all the concepts. We will continue bank reconciliation statement in the next class. All clear to all of you? Huh? अच्छे से prepare करो. This chapter you all should do it very nicely. I told you in the introduction only how practically it is important. And still, if you have any doubt, in the description below, our contact and other details are given. You can message us, you can mail us. If you are watching this in the app, click the photo and send it in our WhatsApp group. I'll clear your doubt. WhatsApp, Telegram, wherever you are connected. ठीक है, thank you so much. Bye bye.